Good afternoon. My name is Claire Patterson, and I've come to you from CQ University, Rockhampton. Recently, I have worked hand in hand with David Milne, the branch manager at Landmark Pittsburgh, to identify a new business venture for his branch. Today's presentation will provide an overview of the evaluation conducted on Landmark Pittsburgh, an outline of the business opportunities available to Landmark, an in-depth overview of swarm farming swarm bots to be purchased and dry hired at the Pittsburgh branch. I will also discuss the methodology used to identify and assess the viability and feasibility of the investment and dry hire of swarm farming swarm bots. An analysis of Landmark Pittsburgh's enterprise structure and operations was conducted from July through till September. Throughout the analysis of Landmark, it was identified that there are many strengths and weaknesses within the business's operations. As a vital facet to the Australian agricultural industry, it is important that Landmark build on the identified weaknesses while also building on their strengths to cement long-term success within the agricultural industry. With a significant number of local clientele, Landmark rely on the continued dedication of their team of agronomists to provide the essential income to the branch through the sale of chemical, fertiliser and seed. While conducting an analysis on the branch's strategic plan, it was identified that internal growth is dependent on the staff retention and climate variability. Upon completion of the enterprise's analysis, a list of recommendations was suggested for implementation which may improve enterprise profitability and performance within Landmark. The first recommendation was to improve Echelon Precision Agronomy Services software by fixing glitches, improving compatibility, and increasing grower adoption. It was noted while discussing with agronomists at Landmark that the system is slow when writing electronic recommendations for chemicals. This does not increase the desire to use and implement the technology with growers who use Landmark as their consultants. Recommendation number 2 was to improve staff training of Echelon software through the implementation of a training video which outlines all aspects of the technology to Landmark's agronomists, which would increase the ease of use. This would increase job satisfaction through the implementation of micro-learning within all branches. And the last recommendation is the dry hire of swarm farms swarm bots. This could provide Landmark with the opportunity to increase enterprise profitability, to promote efficient and sustainable farming methods to local growers, to hire machinery out to collectives of growers, enabling them ease of access to this technology. For example, hiring one swarm bot to at least 5 growers. This would make it a financially viable option, as those growers suffering from financial detriment may be able to afford the lowered cost of hiring a swarm bot if the cost was shared between 5 other growers. This could also increase Landmark Pittsburgh financial yield while promoting and improving local farms' environmental sustainability. What is a swarm bot? A swarm bot is a driverless tractor, a lightweight autonomous piece of farming machinery which is capable of operating at optimal speeds in the field. It can work as an individual swarm bot or in a swarm of units. In this case, we would be implementing swarm bots as individual units to a collective of farmers. Consistently improving software means that growers are able to upgrade to newer software when it's available. And they're adaptable to a range of crop types and farming systems, making them desirable to a range of different growers. The benefits of dry hiring swarm bots are the potential increase of clients to Landmark. This could increase enterprise profitability as well. decreased environmental detriment as a result of decreased pesticide and herbicide use, which would set a positive image for Landmark's environmentally sustainable image. And it would increase internal branch growth through the diversification of operations. The analysis of viability and feasibility was conducted through considering these elements: a detailed outline of the product or service, full comprehension of the industry which you'll be competing in through extensive market research, an in-depth understanding of the relevant market. I had to ask, is this viable for the market that surrounds Pittsworth? Will growers want to implement this technology to their current farming systems? The financial requirements associated with business venture adoption. So how much would it cost Landmark to incorporate these technologies into their operations? So what would the return be if they were to purchase these swarm bots, implement them through a range of growers, hiring them? How much return could they receive? Would they get a yield? Would there be potential customer usage? Is there the demand? And are there any trading barriers? 3 recommendations were made to Landmark Pittsworth: the improvement of Echelon Precision Agronomy Services software, the improvement of staff training, Echelon Precision Agronomy Services software, and the purchase and dry hire of Swarm Farm small bots. Implementing recommendations 1 and 2 could influence staff retention and job satisfaction, and implementing the business venture of dry hire of swarm bots may impact positively on Landmark Pittsworth and the surrounding growers. Thank you for listening to my presentation. If you have any further questions, please do not hesitate to contact me on the below details. Thank you.